Hello folks, and welcome to the Klipper Golf Course. Today I have the pleasure of being here with Chris Black. Chris Black is with PXG.
Yes.
How's it, Chris?
Good, how are you?
Good. So what's your official title and capacity with PXG?
Master fitter, been with the company 8 years.
Wow, 8 years already.
Yeah, it's been a while.
That 8 years went quick.
Real fast.
Because I remember when I first met you, and it didn't seem like it was that long ago.
Yeah, and I bounced around quite a bit. I was in California for a little while during COVID because it was slower here. Came back. So been bouncing around the islands since.
Right on. And so you must enjoy working for PXG.
Oh, love it. Great company to work for, takes care of everyone, supports our military.
Yeah, no, that's what I notice is very supportive of military.
Yeah.
And we're grateful for that. Obviously, Marine Corps Golf Course.
Exactly.
But so with PXG, tell me, you know, they're a unique company. I know from my personal dealings with other golf club manufacturing companies, PXG is like no other. So tell me what it's like working for them.
So we kind of consider ourselves like the Tesla of golf. So we're very about the service, you know, making sure the fitting's done correctly. You don't just buy clubs off the shelf. You actually go through a fitting process using our TrackMan. We have countless shafts, different weights, different heads. So we can really dial it into every player. Yeah,
and you know, that's what I noticed. We're going to get the coach on here in a little bit, but when Leland first, he was originally on PXG staff some years ago. I don't know if it was with you or it was with Jan, but when he got on staff, he knew exactly, or at least he thought he knew what his specs were.
Yeah.
And when you folks fitted him with the TrackMan, he was really not sure.
Yeah.
He said, I don't know.
It helps us pinpoint everything down to where we need it to be.
And it contradicted some of his beliefs.
Yeah.
And then he went out and played with them, and you know, a week or two passed, and then I caught him one day driving by in his golf cart. I said, hey, I want to ask you about the PXG, because it was when it was fresh, right?
Yeah.
And it was all the hype, and I wanted to know about it. I said, so what, is it real? He goes, oh my gosh. He goes, it is so real. And he said, I've never been so comfortable in golf clubs. He said, I was out at hole number 4, and the pin was back right, and I hit a cut into there, and that's a really hard pin to get at, and it came off perfectly.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's what we're striving for always.
Yeah, and he said that was always a hard shot for him with his clubs that he thought were spec'd out.
Okay,
right.
Yeah.
So that is huge testimony to how accurate TrackMan fitting is and how dialed in PXG fitters are.
Yes.
Right?
All of our fitters are full-time. That's what we do. It's not just placing orders. We're actually in the field fitting every single day. So that's unique for a golf club company to have fitters that's all they do.
Right. So, and I think I noticed, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to stop you, but I noticed that when you roll in with a big like mini bus or van.
Yes.
And in there we have components upon components upon components. So you're coming in like almost like with a tour van.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, we have countless shafts, different heads, different line angles. I mean, just so we can dial it in and really help the player have more fun.
Right. And, you know, so like that's a selling point too, because, you know, who is going to have an opportunity to go and get fitted from a professional fitter in a fitting down on PGA Tour? Not many, right?
True.
But they almost get the same experience, if not the exact same experience from you.
Yep.
Only difference is you're not building it for them right there like they do out of the tour van, right?
Well, we get the specs all dialed in, and then we build it over in Scottsdale, so it comes out right.
And 2 weeks later, it's a perfect set that shows up at your doorstep.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, I saw that, and you know, I'm a more mature person, so I've been around, you know, when there were no club fittings, before TrackMan, you know, before all of this stuff. And I remember, goodness gracious, there was a company called Zevo. Do you remember Zevo?
No, don't.
So there was a company called Zevo, and they were the, in my opinion, the original company trying to do what you're doing.
Okay.
Ping was around before then, and Ping is still by and far one of the industry leaders in club fitting as well. I'm a Ping guy. I love Ping. I can't say enough good things about Ping. However, going back to Zevo came along and they had all of these different heads, they had all these different shafts, and they were really getting into this real specific custom fitting, dynamic fitting, right?
Yeah.
Because originally Ping was not a dynamic fitter.
More static fitting.
They were a static fitter. Now they're a dynamic fitter as well.
Yeah.
But they remind me a lot of PXG. So when PXG came along, I thought, wow, this is neat. It's kind of like Zevo 2.0.
Yeah.
You know, but then you of course you incorporated the TrackMan, and I understand you borrowed a couple of high-level engineers from another manufacturing company.
Pingo.
Yeah. and you told them, hey, no budget, right?
Yeah, make the best product possible.
Right, because I remember, if the story's correct that I know of, it's Mr. Parsons. He was buying one of each every year.
Yeah.
And then he said, okay, I think I'm gonna just do one better. I'm gonna get the best engineers. I'm gonna start up a company, and I'm not gonna have to do one of each anymore. I'm gonna tell them, build me the best set that money can build.
Yes, exactly how it happened. And now we're over 10 years in business. So
right.
Come a long way from where we started to where we are now. So.
Right, no, and originally, and I don't know if this is something you want to talk about or not, but originally, PXG was kind of like the Rolex of golf clubs. Yeah. Not everybody walk around with a Rolex on their wrist, and it's only so many people could have them.
Yeah.
But now it seems like you have come back to the market in that regard.
Yes.
Not with quality. Quality's still out there, but you're making it more affordable so more people can get into it. Can you speak to that a little bit?
Yeah, a lot of it's just because we've grown as a company. I mean, we were a startup not too long ago.
Right.
And now we've grown to the ability to manufacture things less expensive,
right.
Not taking away from the quality of it, but more the volume we can do.
Right.
Compared to when we were more of a small batch company.
Got it. It's almost like when they launch the new model of whatever it is, they only have so many pieces. Yeah. Okay.
It used to take longer to build back then. We've really refined a lot of things we do. I mean, our Sugar Daddy wedges when we started took forever to build. Now we can build them in half this amount of time, the same exact quality.
Because they're milled, that's why, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, no, I know Leland loves that club. Yeah. That's his favorite club. I think he's gone through like 5 of them or something. But he's out here every day hitting about 300 of them, so it wears out after a while.
Yeah, practice as much as he does, of course.
But yeah, so no, that's so awesome. And well, I guess, the other thing I wanted to talk about is I want to kind of dive into the PXG story, but I want to dive into your story now. So you're a PGA professional.
Yes, I've been in Hawaii 25 years, most of it on Maui. I worked at Kapalua for 15 years. So I worked between the golf academy there, teaching, helping running the place, an assistant professional at the Bay Course at Kapalua. And then I've been with PXG for 8, but I also, during that time, was doing all the fittings at Kapalua. Right. And I was also a tech rep for TaylorMade at the time. So I've been doing fittings for almost 15 years. So.
That's great. So. And personally, from personal experience, I know that it is very beneficial to have the background as a golf instructor.
Yeah, because you can kind of see what's going on.
For sure. And it's a skill set, and it's an eye that you have. That the highest trained fitter would not have unless they walked in your shoes.
Yeah, because I'm never trying to throw a Band-Aid on anything.
Right.
I also want to help them with their swing a little bit so I can, elevate their ceiling so they have more fun.
And then knowing how much to help, because you can also make
ruin it
fitting go completely south, right?
Exactly.
I mean,
But I mean, little tweaks like a proper grip or proper posture, goes a long way. Because then it's actually going to fit them a little bit better as well.
For sure. So. Yeah, so you were a PGA pro now. Okay, so myself, same ballpark. I'm a PGA member myself. Never good enough to teach golf exclusively for a living. Never bold enough to venture out and do anything else. So I've kind of stayed in the shop my whole career. But what prompted you to get out and do something different?
They actually approached me. I mean, I had a reputation as a fitter and as a teacher, so PXG was expanding, so they were creating a new Maui position where I lived. Right. So sat down with Jan and Brian Okamura at the time, and the rest is history.
Wow. So. You don't have to answer this if you don't want to, but how's the journey been? Do you have any bit of you that feels like oh man, I wouldn't mind getting back into golf ops or into teaching, or are you perfectly happy?
I'm perfectly happy where I am. I mean, I'm at a different course every day, so it's never stale. Moving around, there's always new product coming out, so you're always constantly learning.
Yeah.
So I do like that part of it, where there's constant movement.
Yeah, no, I know that. I see, believe it or not, I see you on the road.
Yeah.
Because you're hard to miss.
Yes,
like,
I'm a walking billboard.
there's Chris, you know?
Yeah.
But, at one time I heard buzz about there possibly being a PXG store.
Yeah.
Is that still coming?
Possibly down the line, you know, with we have stores that were already slated. Why, just with it being a little bit slower at the time. It's something to look forward to in the future, but probably not right now.
Right.
So.
Well, we're not in a hurry to get rid of you.
Yeah.
You know, I know if you had a PXG store, that would mean that probably the green grass fittings would decline a little bit.
Just a little.
And that's understandable.
Yeah.
But we sure appreciate having you come out with the frequency that you do.
Yeah. No, I love coming here. I appreciate you guys having me all the time.
No, it's a mutually beneficial thing, man.
Yeah.
And then how about more about you? Like, how did your golf journey start? What got you started in this?
I actually used to compete in surfing, and that's why I moved to Hawaii.
You look like a surfer.
But as you know, there's not always waves, so I'm a competitive person, so kind of picked up golf along the way.
Where were you? On North Shore?
No, in Maui. So.
And so you picked up golf. Where did you play at Waiahu?
Kanapali.
Kanapali.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh, so how old were you when this happened?
26.
So you're a talented guy. You pick up golf at 26 and you become a golf pro.
Yeah, it was a fun journey. I was actually just playing one day, got paired with someone, and like halfway through a round, he's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "What do you mean? I'm trying to beat you." He's like, "Well, I'm taking my PAT here tomorrow and you're beating me." So,
wow.
And then kind of 2 weeks later, I got a job at the golf academy, and that started my journey in golf. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So you took to it quickly then?
Yeah, I love the game.
So when you first started golf, I mean, the first experience, did you just like hit the golf ball and it went flying?
Yeah, pretty much.
No problem. You had you had the coordination.
Yeah.
You had the instinct to load the club and whatnot.
I mean, took some learning.
Right.
But I mean, luckily my first job was at the golf academy, so I had world-class instructors there. So
wow.
My rate of learning went a lot quicker than most people. Because,
and just for fun, were you a natural draw or fade?
Draw.
Draw. Okay.
Yeah. Now all I want to do is hit a fade. I don't want to see
right.
So
isn't that how it works?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The left miss is not fun.
No.
I deal with that one myself. Haven't been able to shake it.
Right.
I guess that's why I work in the shop. But yeah, so okay. So you got started, you were a surfer. Were you a professional surfer?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So what level did you compete to? I mean,
not to the highest levels, but just trying to find my way, and you know.
So at 26, where is that in a surfer's journey? Are you getting a
pretty
little
late
older?
for yeah.
Okay, so you were seeing the writing on the wall that, okay, I've done pretty good in this because I'm a pro, but maybe the journey's going to end at some point, and maybe I should segue into something else. Oh, look at this. I'm good at this too. Yeah,
pretty much. That's how it works. Same muscles, same kind of mindset. You versus yourself.
Yeah.
You versus Mother Nature. Never catch the same wave twice. Never hit the same golf shot twice. So it's a lot of the same comparisons between sports. So even though people think there's nowhere close. 1/4 inch on a surfboard to get thrown. 1/4 inch on a golf club base, ball goes out of bounds.
Right.
So,
okay.
A lot of the same things.
I got it. And you control that by feel, you know? So yeah, no, I get it. Shoot, that's incredible. So, okay. So you're 26 years old, you transition into golf, you start playing golf, you're good at it right away. Playing a pickup game with someone, they're taking the PAT, you don't know, you're playing with a apprentice golf professional and you're kicking his butt, and we won't mention his name. And he says, hey, what are you doing? You need to start doing this too.
Yeah.
So what, you just turned around and went back in and said, you guys got jobs over here?
I went up to Kapalua because I was working a restaurant job up there at night, and they're like, oh, we're looking for someone. I'm like, perfect. So
did you start in a car barn, or did you start right in the pro shop?
Right at the academy. Like basically I'd help them set up their lessons. Then once a week they'd give us lessons and then start teaching us how to give lessons.
Right.
So it was,
and probably playing a ton of golf.
Yeah, a ton of golf.
Right.
Your first tee time out in the morning, usually play 18 holes in 2 hours. And
right. Wow.
Maintenance guys didn't love that, but it was fun.
So how long did it take you to get down to scratch?
About a year, probably.
Man, that's quick.
Yeah.
That's pretty outstanding.
Yeah.
And so you get down to scratch, you take the PAT, you pass that, and then you get an apprentice program. You do the apprenticeship at the academy or in the shop?
Little both.
Little of both.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. I think it's important that you get some of that experience in the shop.
Yeah,
because
I learn how to run tournaments. And that
yeah,
kind of stuff,
it's necessary, right? It just gives you an appreciation for what's going on all the way around.
100%.
And especially in your level of business now, where now you're servicing golf courses, to have that understanding, to have that appreciation helps you to work with us guys a little bit better, right?
Definitely. We understand what you're going through. So
right.
We try to make it as easy as possible.
Right, no, for sure. Wow, it's okay. So you did that, and how long were you, so you did your apprenticeship, you were in the shop a little bit, you were at the academy a little bit. When did you start teaching?
Probably in about 5 years of getting in. So
5 years down the road, you started teaching.
Yeah.
Okay. And you know, how many years did you do teaching for?
It's probably been around 18
years.
Yeah.
And
was it consider every fitting's a lesson, every lesson
right?
fitting,
But so. So probably 10 years of solid teaching, and then the last 8 years doing this.
Yeah.
But when you were doing the teaching, how did it become like a full-time gig, or?
Yeah. I mean, I teach as much as I could, but a lot of times I was also booking other instructors.
Right.
So helping out with a little bit of everything. So.
Wow. Okay. So you got pretty good at golf instruction then.
Yeah.
So you're a good communicator. You must be a good communicator, because that's like
it's always the key,
right? You got to know what language they're speaking.
Yep.
Because they don't all speak the same language.
And you have to be able to say the same thing 20 different ways.
Right.
So
for sure.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. And you know, that's awesome. Okay. So and then it led you to PXG, and here we are today.
Yep.
What else you got going on personally? Anything you want to share?
No. Not it. Just enjoying my job and living in Hawaii. So
awesome. No, so you know what's coming up for us is we're gonna have a special, right? We're gonna have we're calling it right now. We're calling it the project.
Okay.
It might turn into something else by the time it airs. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna get Leland, the coach, to take on a student. We're gonna look for an active duty Marine, because it goes perfect hand in hand.
Yeah, definitely.
We're probably gonna look for an active duty Marine around a 20-25 handicap, somewhere in the middle ground. Someone that's fresh clay that we can work with, and we're gonna get them going. He's gonna work with them on the golf course, on the driving range, the short game area. We're gonna pair up with hopefully somebody at Semper Fit, which is the gym on base.
Oh, cool.
They've got trainers down there. Hopefully they're gonna be able to teach them. Most of the time, Marines are strong.
Yeah.
But we'll maybe show them some golf flexibility, and maybe some golf
movements.
Right. So. And some golf specific strengthening training things. And then you're going to help us with occasional TrackMan.
Yeah. Sounds awesome.
What do we call that? TrackMan session.
Analysis.
Yeah. And that information is going to work well, because now coach will take that information, dial them in a little bit more.
Exactly.
And hopefully that'll drop the last 5 shots off the handicap, and they'll be just like you, ready to be a golf pro.
That's the goal.
Awesome. Well, Chris, thank you for your time, man.
You.
Appreciate having you on here. Okay, folks, stay tuned. The project, it's going to be a fun one. Aloha, and we'll see you at the Klipper.